Coordination. The idea is straightforward enough. Move your units to the right place at the right time to attack the right unit. But executing it properly is a whole different beast. Proper coordination between units is a shadowy, behind-the-scenes sort of tactic that nonetheless separates the great players from the good. One possible example of proper coordination that is critically successful is from the second match between Aserer and Killer Zombie in the Unit Band Beta tournament. Now, if I wasn't lazy, I should have put in a card on the right hand side of the video so you can check the whole match out. Aserer has brought Athens and has a whole bunch of heavily armored hoplites, including a Thorax hoplite general who is kept safe behind his main line. Killer Zombie, on the other hand, has brought Pontus. Pontus's mobility and cost-effective skirmish power will be their biggest strengths, but it is going to take something special to beat down so many hoplites. One thing that Aserer is missing in his army though is the humble meat shield. The cheapest meat shield that Athens can bring are the militia hoplites, which are not really cheap at all at 300 talents. This plays heavily into Killer Zombie's favor, since now he doesn't have to worry about anything chasing after his mercenary Scythian horse archers, who are free to run into the rear of the Athenian army and take deadly shots at whoever they choose. And they choose the best target, the general, the Thorax hoplite unit. Now, Aserer does have some slingers himself, but he is forced to use them against the Pontic Eastern Slinger line, who are far deadlier than the humble Greek Slinger, and thus occupy Aserer's attention. Besides, all it would take is a simple turnaround of the general and he would instantly get a strong 50% missile block chance due to the Hoplon shield that the Thorax hoplites wield, which Aserer promptly does. And here is where the coordination comes into play. Seeing that the enemy general has turned around, Killer Zombie focuses all his Eastern Slingers to fire right into the vulnerable rear of the general. Caught between a rock and a hard place, Aserer has no real counter to this deadly coordinated attack from two opposite sides, and his general dies basically at the start of the game. Now, if the horse archers were left behind, or if they were firing at other units at the flanks, hell, even if Killer Zombie didn't order all his slingers to focus fire onto the general, he wouldn't have been able to checkmate his opponent like this at the opening moves. Ordering his Eastern Slingers to change their target while harassing the same target from the opposite direction at the same time is a prime example of coordination in a Total War battle, and you can see how it can be used to deadly effect. That's it for this episode of Total War Tactics, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. There is another example of good coordination in the third game between Baby Killer and Master Bean in the Use It and Lose It tournament that is covered in Maximus's channel, and I highly suggest you guys check that out. Until next time, guys, peace.